everyone, it's Kelsey and I am back, and today I wanted to talk to you about leather fragrance suggestions for women specifically who are looking to get into leather, but I think a lot of these work for men as well. The single most commented on video that I have done has been the one that was 4 patchouli fragrances to try if you're interested in understanding that note, and people just really loved it, and I've received a lot of thank you notes from people saying they didn't know where to start. So I wanted to do this because, of course, leather is one of my favorite notes in fragrance, and I feel like there's such a wide variety and a lot of people get scared by the note of leather. So I'm going to cover 5 of them, and I'm going to start with probably the easiest to find because I know a lot of people who send me messages aren't really interested in getting into a niche. They just want to find something easily. So the first suggestion that I would make is Bottega Veneta. It's a very beautiful leather scent. I definitely think it skews very feminine, so that isn't something you should worry about. Is this going to smell masculine on me? And it gets a lot of love across a lot of different fragrance communities, so I think it's an easy one, and I think it probably runs around $100, somewhere in that range, so you kind of know what you're getting into. The next one that I would recommend for everybody, and I just recently tried this, is Nice 10, which has been around forever. And to me, this is a very masculine one, but it still works well for women. So if you're someone who typically shies away from anything that might potentially smell masculine, I would say stay away from this one. I believe that this runs about $70 on Lucky Scent, and it's really, really beautiful fragrant leather, and I would say this is the closest to the actual smell of like a leather jacket. So if you're really looking for that super strong leather jacket smell, this is the one to go to. Dawn Spencer Hurwitz used to make a phenomenal leather called Erotica. I don't see it on her website anymore, but that would have been a great option at a lower price point, but that was like straight up leather. This is definitely has some floral tones, but I would say definitely this is the most masculine of the recommendations that I'm going to make. Another leather that I really, really love is Hove Parfumeur Habanera. And this is a really beautiful, and I would say out of all of the leathers that I'm going to talk about today, this is the most floral and the most feminine to me. It is a really beautiful mix of leather and tobacco and some floral notes. Hove is really, they really tightly watch their products so they don't talk about or disclose their notes. And for me, this is just such a beautiful blend, and it comes across as this wonderful, warm, rich, leathery scent on your skin, and I think it's amazing. I think you can purchase these for like $60. I got mine a few years ago, and this is just a really small one, but if you were looking for a full-size bottle, I think it's around $60. But don't quote me on that. You'd have to check the website. The next leather that I would recommend, and this is probably the highest end of the price point, would be the Anne Girard, and it's Cuir de Nacre. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly because Stupid Forbo is down, so I couldn't check my French pronunciation. But this is very new release, and it's available on Lucky Scent. It's $165 for 60 milliliters. I love this. It's really beautiful. I probably won't buy this because it's, number one, I love Habanera and the last one that I'm going to talk about more. But this, for leather lovers, for iris lovers, this has a very beautiful, that buttery iris rich base, like right off the bat. You put this baby on your skin and it's amazing. It's very dry, very rich, so it just lacks sweetness, which I find a lot of these kind of leathery iris combinations, they get sweet, and this is so superbly crafted. It was created by Bertrand Duchaufour, so of course it's going to be a beautiful fragrance, but it feels really expensive to me. It feels like the more expensive version of Bottega Veneta. And if you smell Bottega Veneta, it's already really beautiful and it already smells really fabulous. But this is just, I can't even explain to the degree of which this feels like the ultimate luxury scent on your skin. But because it doesn't take my top spot, I am probably not going to drop $165 on it. But for anybody out there in the community who loves leather, who loves iris, holy cow, get your nose on this because it's beautiful. My absolute favorite leather of all time is the totally amazing L'Artisan D'Zing. You can't see this because like I have the lights up because it always yells at me. This is one of multiple decants I have had throughout the years. I've gone through a bottle. I buy decants all the time of it, and I just need to break down and buy myself a couple backup bottles because I continually go back to it. It smells like saddle leather and candy and flat. It just is the most amazing smell to me, and it's supposed to kind of reference like a circus. Some people hate this because they think it smells like a barnyard. I don't get that at all. It just has the most beautiful like sensory experience to me that I can't even pinpoint why it is, but I love the leather in this. Every time I put it on, I'm like, why do I not wear this more often? It smells amazing, and I get so many compliments on this as well, and I feel like this is a really approachable leather for people who are kind of scared and like, I don't actually want to smell like a leather jacket or a purse or something like that. So I highly recommend this, and again, it's by Olivia Giacobetti, who again is an amazing perfumer, so definitely check this one out. I think they only sell D'Zing in the 100 milliliter size now, so I want to say it's between $120 and $140. But most high-end fragrance stores online, you're going to be able to buy a sample of this. I think Lucky Scent has them. I'm pretty sure like most of the high-end fragrance stores that you would look to, you could get a sample of this if you were interested in trying it. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any specific questions about leathers, feel free to email me within YouTube. This is definitely one of my favorite categories, so I love to talk about it with anybody who's interested. I tried to keep this short and sweet for people who literally just wanted some names and like a basic description, so this didn't get really long, but I'm always happy to talk to people if you have more specific questions you want to ask me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.